Okay. Um. First of all, I just want to say, by thanking God, and thank you, God, because I could see what my life could have been if perhaps I was in the wrong or I was involved in the wrong, not even the wrong crap, but if I was around people who were in that world. Because I'm talking about perps. I'm talking about how these people normalize this program, and on top of that, not only normalize it, they try to paint it as something else. Right? At this point, it's obvious that the government is running this program. They're using human subjects as test subjects, and the things they do to us are so disturbing. And not only men, not only women, but children too. They're nasty low life that live a foul life, and as they can try to vilify you. No matter of fact, not only they vilify you, but they vilify you on the things they make you experience, because this technology, as we know, is very manipulative to the brain, cognitively and also physically. And so they can even vilify you on the thing they make you respond. They can vilify you on the things they have created themselves. They can manipulate you. They manipulate your memories and vilify on the memory they manipulated. They condition your brain, they stimulate you in certain disgusting ways, and then try to make it sound like they're protecting the people that they are themselves, forcing you to have stimulations. I'm thankful. I'm thankful that this is not my life. Because regardless of the false reality they painted, reality is still reality. You cannot run away from reality, because reality is life. And life is going to be living. Like life is going to be life until your last day. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that I didn't have to create a falsified reality where I this create these storylines and manipulations as what I live off. And I'm myself involved in this disgusting program where lives of not only men but women and children are altered, destroyed by these bottom feeders. I'm being told how I'm going to be serving because I'm going to be framed by this child like trash. I'm like, I'd rather die in hell. I'd rather die in hell than live life like you. There's no normalizing what you're involved in. And, the things is because so many people are involved in this program, you find a whole ecosystem that they normalize. It's like a genocide. Imagine everybody is doing the same thing and killing, and they've normalized this. They go to school, come back, do the killing. They do like it's that's how they've kind of trained themselves to think. But no, there's always something that comes back. But I'm not here to give this spiritual saying. It's just I want them to understand that when I see them, reality is now. I'm not living in your reality. You understand that? Matter of fact, it's funny. They're now trying to change things, but I have them on camera. I went downstairs, and I have this body camera that I always have on, and I could hear somebody say abuse, abuse, and I don't even look at them straight. I look up and I can see kind of like a blur version of who they are. I can't see much because if I look at them, they will start forcing me to get perception stimulations, and I have come up with a way with still be able to see somebody but not really see them, like see a blur version of them, cannot not see any detail. And so, because I know what they like to do is always like to show their kids so they can do pedophile things to me. I have them on camera. That's why I have the camera. In my head, if they try to create something later on, I was like, look at what you actually look like. And there was this teenager looking person. I could see her, based on her height. That's how I based them. Her height kind of like, I could tell like she potentially is a teenage kid. I don't even, I look at her, okay, she's short like that. Yeah, she look like a kid. They try to make me like create now some like curves that there's no way I could be able to see. At least the way I was looking, especially with the way I was looking up and just seeing the blur. Now this manipulation is what they live off. They're obviously making me experience this imagination, this created perception. And they'll be like, oh, you see, our girls, our girls. They're the one manipulating this. This technology is extremely sophisticated. The ability to control the brain is insane. But to make you identify with the manipulations, they have to gaslight you. They use gaslighting methods to get you to identify with the manipulation that you are 100% sure that you are not naturally experiencing, or the thoughts that you are not experiencing naturally, organically, that something is manipulating your brain so precisely to experience these things. And this trash will play and act accordingly to get you to accept this. This is the kind of life these people living. You know, like I keep saying, this one moment I'll bring back because I haven't heard this person say that thing before. That person said that thing, and I remember she said, "Oh, hope for something bad to happen to me," or something, some version of that. I want to say that again because I never heard her say that again. My point is, I think she understood that life is going to come. You can flourish for doing these nasty things, but wait. For example, right now they tell me how they're gonna act that they did this something to a 14-year-old or something. I don't know, some they, you know, these things that I'm saying about them framing me. I have no idea if it's true or not, but this is what they kind of try to present all the time. Or they keep telling me how like I'm 14 years old and you raped me or something like that. I'm like, man, do your nastiness. These people are in a program that you've seen what they do to women. It's well documented that they torture women in so many disgusting, disturbing ways. And they're doing it in the comfort of their home. This 14-year-old talking about a rape her could easily be doing that to a woman. If she can do that to me. And I reassure you that there's plenty of children already involved in the torturing of children, or already involved in the torture of women at least, in this program. So I will not be surprised that this trash, already in life where framing is what she's doing, will be involved in a program where they can, will be involved. Will be involved in the torture of women because she's already in a program that torture women. You know, at one point it's funny, they were trying to call her brave. Oh, she's so brave, trash ass. Zoe's brave. This is a 10-year-old who got shot in the leg. This person is a trash human being that you're grooming. A coward low life that's going to open the door, yell something, go back and run back. You're just training somebody to be a coward for life. A trash. A low life. You know, when I see them, I'm like, almost feel bad. Almost feel bad. I shouldn't because this trash is who they say that they're gonna be framing me with. Just look at her. Like her life is gone. It's gone. And they try to talk to me in agitating ways, but your life is gone, my friend. But you know, that's what happens if you're around the wrong people, or the people that's supposed to be your parents, or the people who's supposed to look out for you, put you in this nastiness. That's what I'm thankful. Listen, my parents are perps now. My mother is a perp. But I'm thankful that I was not a perp, or put in a position where I become a perp, or even a child who's involved already and becoming a perp already. I'm thankful for that. Now my mother participating as a perp to do this to me, but it's better than being a kid of a perp, and as a kid starting doing the perp thing, meaning working for these governmental entities that use human subject as test subject. I'm thankful for that. Thank you, God. They try to paint this story of somehow they're the one protecting our girls and we are avenging this payback trash. The blood, the sufferance of so many people, men, women, and children are on your hands now. Because this program that you are part of is doing destructive things today and it was doing it yesterday and will continue to do it tomorrow. 6 months ago, mass shooting, target individual lost his mind. A kid gets shot in the leg. How many women and children right now are being tortured and tormented? And I know they don't do it just because they want to torture children and women. This is not what this is about. And it's funny how they try to make believe like, now we free them. No. Matter of fact, if anything, you're going to get more women and children. You know why? Because I understand that this technology get this good because they use human subject. And the more people they use to develop this technology, the better it's going to get. And you need men and you need women and you need children. It's not because people are here just wanting to torture people for fun. Why? What's the benefit of that? No. It's to get this development going, to improve this technology. That's why if there's more budget, there'll be more women, there'll be more children. That's the reality. And you're involved in this. Delusional trash. You're involved in a program that continuously torture women and children. You know, they were trying to even make me think in this way where they were like, oh, we're here, we just put a foot in just so we can free the women. It's trash. I said, do you think I don't know what this is really about? If a person is released, let's just say they don't use her, which is rarely happening. Most cases, target individuals stay there for a long time, for a lifetime. If not, they, decades maybe. It's because at this point, they're probably ready to, there's nothing much. But at that point, the woman is being tortured so much and tormented that she's damaged to the point of like almost no return. And then you have to start, this new target individual, which are going to be women and children. These people are idiot to think, yeah, we're going to free them, but we're going to pick up some 10 more, 20 more, 100 more. Trash ass. Because I know what this is about. I've understood what this is about. They're just trying to create this facade. For me, it's been a facade of like this femme fatale, fierce adventures, you trash us low life. So many women are being fried by women, and females, by the way. And I've called that out because that's true. For me, it's also being strong because the manipulations are disturbing. They are meant to torment you, to degrade you. One thing that just happened, right, and this is typical thing, you're going to hear the same story a million times. And now you can go to my first video in 2020 to today, you'll hear the same stuff. They have this ability to force you to get sexual stimulations, arousals. Throughout the night, they were making me think of like me with some kind of partner I was having sex with and stimulate me. Even that was falsified, but kind of you try to pretend that, that I'm just naturally thinking about it. No, I'm not. And you're forcing me to get sexual stimulations. They were doing that, and now I recognize it's like, oh, because they're gonna somehow shift to children at some point. It's always like that. They start with like, not always, but they have this tactic of make me think of me, a woman having sex, and then boom, bring a child in somehow. It's disgusting. And this is the things they do. My gosh, my brain is just so ravagely put in a sense of no return. But they did that. I'm sorry, they were trying to destroy me with some other things, and this is what they like to do, to diverge and confuse you. But they were forcing me to imagine sex with this person, and it was nonstop. Jesus, so bad. Oh, but I have to be strong. But so they do that, and I have saliva in my mouth because they make me salivate so much. I don't know what's going on with my glands, but something's happening. and I almost feel like choking. They're making me almost swallow the saliva to the point where I almost choke. So I'm like, I have to speed out. I speed out. But before I speed out, I open my phone, and I think there's a dating app, and there's a woman holding a little kid. I don't know if it's a little boy or a little girl, but they forced me to get stimulation, and it was just so nasty because they were stimulating me so they can then, when I have those stimulation, when the libido's cranked up, they can aim this stimulation toward a child, and that's the things they do. It's crazy. I'm sorry. When you see me react this way, it's because they are implanting thoughts in my brain and bringing up their manipulations and storylines and narrative that are child like just illogical. It's just embarrassing. But I'm not gonna diverge. But my point is, that's the things they do to me all the time. They create this disgusting stimulation toward children, and it's nasty. Matter of fact, the way they're making me think right now is just, it's magically stupid. But I'm not even gonna bring that up again. I already made a video about it. Um, but yeah, you gotta be strong. You gotta be strong because this is what they do. They use your libido against you. They force you to get sexual stimulation toward children, and they live life doing this. Now they tell me how I'm gonna ride in hell because they talk about how I'm gonna be framed by these children, or they're gonna coerce these children to frame me, right? They're part of this program, and I'm like, tell me, do you believe you're in paradise right now? Do you think that your life right now is a life that you consider heaven? Because that's the case, I pray that you will continue flourishing this heaven that you're in. And watch how heaven works for you. I ask God to give me strength for wherever I'm going to go through, but I just need to thank God first. I need to thank God. Oh, I need to thank God while I can. Because I could be living life like them. I could live life where creating these nasty manipulations was my life. I dedicate my life to make a man feel stimulations toward children, or a woman feeling stimulation toward a child, where I recreate reality in such a nonsensical and illogical way. And my joy, what I'm looking for in life is seeing somebody screaming, as if it's gonna make me life more or live better life or be happy. I'm thankful. These people are gonna die, and they're bottom feeders. Let me bring back to reality. This is their job. I'm not thinking that these people are the reason why. No, I see them as like they're doing their job. They're doing their task. They are supposed to break me down mentally, degrade me. That is what they are doing. That's their job. I'd never look at them. I was like, oh, this is because I'm dying like this. No, the person responsible for me being here, where now your job is to do these things to me, is all the way somewhere else. You are just a bottom feeder who live life to do these things. I am thankful that I didn't have to live life like you. You live a degrading life. Maybe you're living a comfortable life. You have everything you need. You can provide whatever you need. You can do whatever you want. But it is a degrading life because you have to eat, sleep, this. And what makes you happy right now? What you're looking for is you can't wait for me to be tortured, as if it's going to change the time you spend doing this nastiness. And also, I understand that they enjoy the fact that it gives these people who can control their own life, because their life is to be determined. You don't know what's going to happen with you. You just live day by, you live every day like anybody, and maybe one day something's going to happen to you. You don't know when. But in my case, as a target individual, these people find the empowerment that they can really orchestrate everything in my life. They can manipulate me in every ways. They can manipulate my thoughts in every ways. They can manipulate my life in every ways. My memories in any ways. They can reconstruct everything. Matter of fact, it's their job. And they can do all that to me, and then you live life. You don't know what's gonna happen. Are you ever gonna? When are you gonna get sick? Are you gonna get a cancer? You don't know. Are you gonna get into an accident? Hopefully not. Is something gonna happen to you? You don't know. But with me, you can watch me star. I can make you think it this way. You're better. I'm gonna frame you trash ass. But in your life, and that's why they also love what they do. Weak bottom feeders. If you see who's talking to me, you'll see some of the videos. It's pathetic, like on a. So for me, I see them for this trash, the nothings they are, the bottom feeders that they are, and I know who I should always think about if I ever think who has destroyed my life, who's the reason why I'm starving today. These people, is the person who put me in this program. That man. Them is just like the option they had was like, okay, this man who's already dead, this person who's already, how do you want to kill him? How do you want to, like, this is that. So you let them, you see them as that. You're just more like the implementers of whatever horrible tactics that was going to go through as a target individual. The person I'm putting the responsibility on is the person who made me a target individual. So to all my target individuals, stay strong. Know that justice will be done for the things they do to us. Everything has its time. These peoples, they don't know what's going to happen to them. They are flourishing, enjoying, and finding empowerment in doing these horrible things to you. But they will get theirs. Because everything has its time. And stay strong in the meantime.